a long way and it's expensive, so I don't do too much. And then I'm actually going to try out a new product today, and I have no clue. I just wanted to try out this like contour thing. So this is kind of dark, so it might actually be too dark, but figured I would put just a little bit here and then along the bottom for the jawline, and then do the nose, and let's see, right there, and then up around, which I feel like I look kind of like freaking, like I'm going to the jungle. But, and then now that that is done, hopefully this is Maybelline Master Contour, and it's in shade medium 15, which I just didn't want a shade that was too light, because otherwise I feel like it's pointless. Oh yes, and then I do a little bit of this Smashbox Camera Ready because I do like to have a little bit of SPF, and also just having it a little bit of actual liquid instead of like all this just kind of regular is kind of nice. And then I'm just going to blend it, and I always like to blend down into my neck because I don't want a line. I'm liking this contour stick so far because it definitely gives dimension to my face. And I just kind of did that so it would mix well. My biggest fear is that I'll have like just these like brown lines that I can't get rid of, but hopefully that is not the case. But I do try to keep not all of my makeup being like $50 a piece, because it is very expensive to buy like just tons of really expensive makeup, obviously. So I try to have some products that I could just use lightly, and then other products I can use in a plentiful manner. So, all right. So next I am going to just use a little bit of this Bobbi Brown, and it is Warm Beige 3.5, and I like kind of thicker powders just for certain areas of my face, because the areas of my face, as you can tell, that get a little bit greasier, like my nose and just right above my eyebrows. I'm not sure why, but, and then just make sure that it gets underneath, and then I just kind of quickly go around just to give it a base. And then I use this Laura Mercier translucent powder, and it's just loose setting powder. And at first I was like, why does everybody just like put it on their face and then it just stays there for a while? But I get that it like kind of needs to set, obviously. That was a huge thing, but you don't need that much. It gets everywhere though. So I literally do not get in my clothes until I'm completely done for the day, because otherwise it will get like that literally everywhere. So that's the only thing I don't really like about this product, is like just gets everywhere. But, and then as much as I don't like having like straight up powder all over my face, it needs to kind of set. So that will stay. I really like this brush. It's like super basic powder blush brush from, it's 201, the Sephora. It's just like the basic Sephora brush. And so typically next I do my eyes, and I'm going to use this little mirror so that I can look up close while I'm not looking in the big mirror. So I have lots of little brushes, but sometimes honestly my finger works really well. And I do get the Ipsy packet, so sometimes you find like a really, really cool one. So this is Bahama Mama, and it's in this bronzer shade, which I actually can't find what the color is. Maybe it's bronzer powder Balsante, which is kind of brownish color. And I'm just oh, it looks like I forgot a little bit of that contour. Good thing I looked up close. So I really like this one as like a basic base because it just has a nice bronzy tone to it. Who knows, this might not even be for your eyes, but I like to use it for my eyes. It's kind of a small palette to have to be for your face. I mean for your like cheeks and stuff. And I also like don't worry about it being a little messy. Again, I like kind of clean it up as I go. And I'm hoping this whole thing wasn't incomplete, like out of focus, because it very well could be. Okay, so it looks a little bit messy, but that's just kind of my base because I like to have just brown base. Man, this got all over me. Okay, so next I have this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, and in it you can see these colors. And they're neutral, but I like to use, actually I don't need this right now. I like to use various colors and then just start blending them together. So first I'm gonna start with Mermaid. Mermaid I'm going to put on the inside. And I don't know about you, but I really like ones that have a little bit of shimmer to them. I just feel like it gives kind of a nice look. So, and you'll notice that I'm not like switching my brushes up a ton, which actually is kind of nice because it blends them together. And I'm trying to be careful of my lashes because they were just done in the last hour. And if you have lashes done, if they haven't told you, you need to like be really careful with them for the first couple days as they set. So, and then I'm gonna also take this Mermaid just down a little bit to the bottom so that has a little bit of shine, and blend it into the brown a bit. And then I'm going to take the paws, or sand, upside down it says paws, but it's actually sand. I'm gonna take the sand and just go kind of highlight the brow. So maybe does this help you better if I turn towards you? I'm not sure if this is even gonna work. Some people have been getting their eyebrows like tattooed on, and I recently dyed my hair a little bit darker, and so I might need to go down, or like darker in brow, but we'll get to that. So then next I actually just use like most of these. So Cove is a little bit, it's not as sparkly, but I'm gonna do that one on the outer part. Sorry, I'm blocking you. And Cove, it kind of looks like that one that I started with, but okay, and then next I'm going to do a little bit of the Starfish. I'm going to switch brushes, and this one's a little bit more flat, but it's literally not a fancy brush. I'm gonna do Starfish, and I'm gonna go kind of underneath a little bit so that it kind of has this brown color, but it's not too smoky. I think I should check and make sure that you can actually see me in focus, because this camera, like, it was pretty good for in terms of the lighting and the focus. So I'm going to continue. I'm gonna take kind of a more rounded, softer brush for the more orangey color, and I'm just gonna go in just right here. And as you can see, it kind of blends with that first color that I did, and this color in here is Reef. I'm starting to realize that all of these colors are definitely rainforest of the sea. And then the dark one, which is Abyss, which makes sense. I'm just gonna do like right on the sides. Okay, so now I'm going to take that first brush, and this gets kind of messy, but I really like this, and it did come in the Ipsy thing, and it's called Melting Maple, and it's from M Princess. I'm not sure, I've never heard of that before, but oh my gosh, it's getting everywhere. So that's the only thing about the sparkles, is that they literally get everywhere. So I'm just gonna put it lightly over the whole top, and it kind of fades, which is why I'm putting it over the whole thing, because it will definitely fade. And let's see. I need to be really careful of my lashes, that I don't do anything crazy to them, because I just noticed that I kind of messed them up for a second. So now I'm actually not done at all, but I'm gonna put this Makeup Forever, which is Mist and Fix 2. Just mainly towards my eyes. And my eyes are not done, I just, with the sparkles, like to have them set. So now I'm just gonna take just kind of like a cheaper brush and kind of mist away sides, because it gets a little crazy. And then these things I know people don't use very much, but I really like to blend with them, because it looks on the side, it looks a little bit crazy right now. So, and we'll of course come back and touch that up. And I'm gonna take just a little bit more of that pressed Bobbi Brown and just do it a little on the sides, because sometimes I know people use like Band-Aids and stuff like that, but I like to be able to just blend it and make sure my lashes are still good. Okay, awesome. So that is kind of the step one. And then I really like the look. I definitely need a new one of these, but this is the MAC Pure White, and I put it underneath my eyes. Because I really feel like it brings out your eyes. So it just kind of makes them pop. And then typically I use more eyeliner, but since I just got my lashes done, I'm really just gonna do a tiny bit. And this is the Smoky Eye Pencil from Radial, just so it's not super heavy. And then I'm actually gonna do just a tad underneath the white. I'm just gonna blend in this powder now, which, oh my gosh, what just happened? That is an issue. If you don't see that in this video, like that looks like a spot that I missed or something. So let me just see what's going on there. So that's good for now. And then I like to do with my brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's just the blonde, which I told you before I might be switching to a darker one. A line below. And then I do fill in the sides. So and so when you're putting it on, it looks like it's going to be really dark, but then as you can tell probably from your eyes, it does not look dark at all, and it fades throughout the day. So that's why I'm thinking I need to go, since I dyed my hair darker, I need to go a step down. And then of course, it's a little lopsided, but just gonna lighten it up. So that will be touched up a bit. I've had this bronzer for literally forever, and it's Femme Couture Mineral Effects Baked Bronzer. It's not an expensive bronzer. It's just, I like the color, and I like that it's a little bit shimmery. And I typically put it on around the sides and do this a bit of a contour. And then of course on my neck, because otherwise my neck looks like a completely different color. I hope that in the video you can see, because sometimes like it's hard to see if you're not in person in the best light. Next, I really like to use the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Champagne Pop. So this is just for the highlighter, which sometimes I feel it looks intense and then actually it's not that hard. It's kind of hard to see. So I'm gonna do the bronzer and just a little bit up and a little on my nose, not too much because otherwise it looks crazy. And then I like to go back in with a little bit of powder and just make sure that it looks good. And then I use the Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara. And since I have eyelashes on, it will just be on the bottom. Or since I got my eyelashes done, just like this. Okay, so that is what the face so far looks like. And now I'm just gonna actually like kind of get the sides blended a bit more. Usually I do some sort of cat eye, but I'm actually trying to stop because my boyfriend does not like when I wear cat eyes. So that's actually making this side part a bit harder to do, and I get why people wear, like, they wear band-aids or something to like make sure it doesn't go down, but I think it looks fine. And then for the lip, I'm going to start with this Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is called Stripped, and it's actually just going to be my base layer. It's kind of a nude color. And I forgot that my other one is not here, so I will go with it. Okay, and then next I use the Flesh Pot MAC lipstick, and I just like to brighten it up a bit. So it has a little dimension. And then I actually also, like, this is kind of random, but it's a Velvet Matte Victoria's Secret cream lip stain. And not really sure what color this is. And this one stays a little, so I've kind of got those 3 dimensions. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be posting more when I come up with other looks. And subscribe if you want to see more videos. Hopefully that was helpful. Bye!